All right. We are finally live. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. We were having,
Technical difficulties.
well, yes, and more like technical discoveries. This is a whole new setup.
Yeah.
We're not really sure how this is going to record,
Sound.
how the sound is going to come out. So we apologize in advance because we are learning as we are growing here. And we have this bright ass, really wonderful light in front of us.
Yeah.
So,
We have to be careful not to look too far straight ahead because it blinds you.
and then we are live on my phone, even though we're in the same room. We are also live
On my phone.
so that we can look at your comments. So please drop a hi. Tell us where you are tuning in from, if you are here, and if you are catching the replay, thank you for being.
Yes. Gratitude.
Yeah. So let's just breathe out, ground in, and open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do some breathing.
Yes. Will you lead us in, Timber?
Okay. Already another edge. All right, here we go. All right, everyone. We're just going to do 3 deep breaths. And if any of you know this count or you don't, it's a 4 count. So you breathe in through your nose slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the top, you hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you breathe out as full as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the bottom, we hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. One more big breath in. Breathe in the good. Breathe in love. Good vibes. And let's breathe out the shenanigans, anything else that's not serving us. Yeah. All right.
We see someone is here. Chris, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Thank you for that yummy breath. I definitely feel more drop in.
Yeah. And for anyone that needs to know that 4 count, trust me.
Yeah.
Put that in your tool belt.
Yes.
It helps when you're driving, especially.
Yes. Welcome, Tea Forger. Welcome, Huddy. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Welcome, everyone. So let us drop into who we are, why we're here, and as we do, vibe and dive.
Yes. Yes. Please start us off with introductions.
So we are the hosts of He Vibes, She Dives. I am Lady Drasmin.
I'm Timber Petro.
And on this podcast, we talk spirituality, higher magic, and anchoring the new now earth consciousness. We just wrapped up season 1. We have been having such a wonderful year of technology. So the last episode is still loading on Timber's page. It's been a few days. So thank you for your patience for those who have been waiting for Timber's drop on my episode. And a lot of the delays in the videos this year has been out of our hands. So we're going to talk a little bit about season 1, talk about some highlights, recaps, and yeah. And then we're going to answer some of your questions and also speak into the new season that's coming.
Yes. Things to come ahead.
Yes.
Because part of it is we're going to catch you up on our own lives because things have shifted dramatically for us, which is all part of this. Because I'm sure, like a lot of you, last year personally handed me my ass. It's 2 years in a row of getting my ass handed to me. So I'm still breathing.
Yeah, we're gonna recap what went down in year 1. We have some very very scritchety notes here. that we may or may not follow because we usually just go live and
See where it takes us.
see where it takes us. And that's really the flow of the podcast is topics were written out in advance and yet then cut up, put in a bowl, and topics were picked a day off over a pot of cacao. We were planning on having cacao today.
But we're on day 3 of like powerful ceremonial cacao, and we needed to.
We need
We,
water.
we need water today.
So let's all pause
To Mama Gaia.
to Mama Gaia and the clean living waters.
Ooh, waters.
Yeah, so mm, season one. Let's go into it. We're gonna pause looking at the screen for a moment to look at your questions and comments. So please be patient. We will definitely look at them because I get very when I'm trying to look at the comments and
Yeah.
channel and
Highly distracted.
super distracted. So acknowledging everyone who's here, acknowledging everyone who's saying hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
much love to you all.
welcome.
Thanks for being here.
And let's move this up, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's not scrolling
Yeah.
down. I'm like,
It's just
everyone's like
moving.
squirrel,
It's
squirrel.
hard to not see all of a sudden.
So season one of He Vibes, She Dives. If there are any of you who have been here since the beginning, drop a big old lion and a white heart in the comments because
Yes.
thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. 18 episodes really transformed us.
And it still is.
Yeah. And we would love to hear how it has transformed you and shifted you. I'm finally getting caught up on some of the comments that y'all have been posted on the videos on my platforms. So thank you for your grace. I haven't abandoned y'all. I haven't been ignoring you. I've just been catching my
Life.
breath. Yeah, life in hardcore. So the past year, Timber, let's please take us into it as a recap, as a wrap up, as a what ever you feel shared to
Yeah.
call in about the last year.
Yeah. So last year, I it wasn't not necessarily me. We were having a conversation, and we were just like, we should really record what we're saying because we get into some pretty deep conversations.
Mhm.
And that's when we came up with the idea for the podcast. And you were like, I'm not comfortable with my face being seen, like, and whatnot. And I'm like, and I'm not good at showing. I was not in the headspace to show up all year. It was a struggle for me to show up, and those are my shadow work that I am working on this season. So, but part of that is, and that's part of it. Is we also agreed to always be authentic and raw. What you see is what you get. We ain't making shit up. We're not hiding who we are. We're just us.
There's been no rehearsing, no planning. I mean, this is a list of the episodes we did and the three things that we're going to be talking about today.
Which is hilarious because I am very flow. I'm a Sag. I'm all over the place. I'm wild and crazy, and I'm hard to like focus. And I struggle with you know big meticulous things.
Structure.
Structure. Thank you. Whereas you thrive in structure. So it's an interesting dynamic between us to go do this podcast because you're structured and I'm not. But we're learning still finding harmony between those two. Hence, there's still this. If it was just me, this wouldn't be here. So, so yeah. Anyways, so we enjoyed finding conversations and talks and subjects, and we enjoyed just the thought of just being in the spot of the moment. So we would choose a subject and not know, and just wing it. And we both enjoyed that. And it halfway through it, we were honestly getting scared to pick a subject out of the bowl because it was too lining up with what we were going through in our own lives. One of us.
Yeah.
It
If
rarely,
not both.
yeah, it either hit both of us or is one of us really bad. And we both went through some pretty intense relationship stuff last year. Um, and you assisted me with mine, and I was there for you with yours. And so so some of those days that, and not only that, but just life that we're going through. And so it was interesting how we showed up no matter what. And that is what I am grateful for. You know, it was raw, very raw. We're sitting with like how to redo things and how and looks and because you learn as you go. And we've had some amazing conversations, some talks, and me personally, it has made me do a lot of inner work. Sometimes hearing you talk about something, I'm like, oh, I haven't thought about that before. And then I work on integrating it or and what and whatnot. And only in between us, we had our own challenges personally, but it was is only this much compared to so we worked through it, but it's been quite a journey. Like um, I'm wearing I'm wearing one of my brother's right now I'm wearing one of my brother's men's group shirts. Uh, my brother Riverstone in Eugene, and it's the Wolfpack. Hmm, can't speak all of a sudden. Um, um, my brothers and my sister and a couple others helped me keep showing up last year. And every time I would start to sink and just get lost in the darkness, they kept help me pull me back out just long enough to catch my breath, show up, laugh, dance, join in ceremony, join in circles, and then I just usually by myself again and doing the processing, doing the work. So last year was really hard for me, but in unfortunately my end of the podcast struggled because of that. And that's my stuff I need to work through. So I'm excited to have this opportunity for season two to personally step up to where I should have been. Because now I'm in a place where I actually not should have been because that's where I was at. And that was part of my journey and my lessons. So moving forward, I'm excited to see how I can show up now that I have more energy. My heart's in a better space. My mind's in a better space. So I'm excited to see where that leads.
Mm. Thank you, Timber.
And again, you'll see me when I'm live. There's times where I talk about something and I just start crying, or I can't speak because I'm about to lose my tears in my heart.
Ah,
So that's just me. So
your
maybe
tears are so welcome, Timber. Your tears are so welcome, and they are so sacred, and they are so sweet.
gratitude. Pass the baton to you.
Maybe we should get make a beautiful little walking talking stick to share with you as we go live.
Right?
Because we will be going live more often in season two. We'll share more about that here in a moment, but I want to address, some of the things you shared about last year. Um, yeah, that commitment piece to showing up. That was ultimately what we committed to. We committed to showing up for 12 episodes and recording together and then doing our part in between. And uh, yes, there was a piece of me that didn't want to be seen, and it was more around, um, yeah, just layers of my own discomfort that I have had to work through around power and knowledge and uh, old trauma echoes where power was used to uh, manipulate gifts and talking about those things while I was still in the raw processing of a lot of those emotions um, brought up feelings of not safe. And so I am also deeply grateful for you um, showing up because that was a deep medicine, a deep healing to the wound of broken trust that I didn't I didn't I didn't go into it like, oh, we're going into this because I wanted to work on my wound of trust.
Yeah.
Although all relationships, we go in with that gift of trust. There was that part of me that often wondered if we would make it. There were a lot of times where I was like, I don't know if we're going to do this. Either I'm struggling, or you are struggling, or we were struggling to get our individual videos out, or just life was kicking our asses. I mean, it was a big year of shedding. It was the year 9. It was the completion of the Piscean era. It was a multi-dimensional timeline, loops collapsing and neutralizing into a singular thread. Um, and I am just like at a bit of a loss of words at how profoundly my inner world has stabilized through the experience of this podcast coming to a completion of season 1. I've attempted to launch my own podcast in the past, and it was not successful. It was so bad. It was so bad. I hope nobody ever finds those episodes again. I hope I've deleted them all. It was just so terrible. Um, Goodness, I was so young. I mean, I still am, but good God, I've definitely grown. And I'm actually the co-host of 2 other podcasts, and one of them is launching in February. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a third one right now, which is really yummy and powerful. And well, we'll just have to stay tuned for more on that later. And so this has been a really good first experience of collaborative podcast success, even with all the struggles and similar to what you shared, your brothers and some of your sisters got you through. I My circle of sisters, I would not be here without the strength and the gentle reminders and sometimes tough lovings to keep my crown on, or get up and dust off my crown and put it back on my head if I, stumbled and made a little fool of myself, which I did a few times, even with you. And there was a moment where we had to take space last year away from each other, and our friendship was definitely tested in so many ways. The spiritual warfare, oh my gosh, was
Insane.
insane, especially during
Yes.
the weeks where we were um, getting the reptilians and shadow governments episodes posted. I mean, the demonic interference at that time, the ways that petty arguments attempted to spark between us.
Mhm.
Um,
Things around the house being misplaced and
yeah,
just like outside.
objects and physical objects being moved, just like the sheer level of energetic work that had to be done.
And
I
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, definitely, I feel outweighs in hours the number of days they were last year. It's just like almost it just felt nonstop. I don't feel like I had a moment to just even exhale for a full 24 hours. It was like moments throughout the day, whenever I could get them, honoring my practices to my best ability. Yet it was constant vigilance and alchemical quantum surgery that needed to be done as these truths were coming out and sending out the ripple effects across the collective consciousness.
Yeah.
Um, because the bell had been rung, so to speak, and the
Yeah.
vibrations were,
Yeah.
and then those things collapsing, ricocheting back, attempting to hit us and recoil, and the constant pull and push and the tug of just everything collapsing and merging and being mindful of what was wanting to merge so that we don't carry forward to where we are now, the things that were cleared out in the conversations that we had, both recorded and off screen.
Yeah. Before we go, can you guys tell us? Can you hear us okay? You guys give thumbs up or or you can clearly hear
Gift
it?
of trust. Yes, yes. Okay, let's take a quick pause. Look at these messages. Yes, gift of trust. Hi, Elizabeth Hopkins. Hi, T. Hi, Wyatt.
I don't even know who Nick Fuentes is.
Yeah, we don't know who uh Nick is. Buddy, thank you for being here. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Y'all
Yes,
can
cool.
hear me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gotcha.
Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, so
So that being said,
season one.
you know what? So
So here we are.
here we are. So we're just going to talk just a couple of our favorite episodes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of our favorite episodes. Yeah, for sure. It's great.
One of the ones that I was the most excited about. There's two of them that were my favorites. Was talking about our connection with Yeshua and Mary.
Mm,
That was our first one, also. That's how we kickstarted it, which I'm not surprised because we both work with them very
right,
intense.
daily,
Yeah, like
daily.
yeah. I'd say religiously, but no, no. But anyone who knows me knows I am anything but religious. I am the complete opposite spectrum of. Anyways, so and the other one was I really enjoyed the goddess because we both work with the goddesses again daily,
Yeah.
and I was scared shitless about the reptilians and the shadow government
Mm,
because I knew that once sent that out there, that was a whole different kind of ripple effect. That's like so. Those are like my main favorites. How about yourself?
um, I don't know if I have a favorite episode per se. I what was if I had to pick a favorite moment of the season, it was that regular time with you over
Mm,
cacao to go into a topic, because there are moments within each topic that I'm just that stick out to me,
yeah.
that I hold close to me. And the one that I'm thinking of right now is when actually when the reptiles and shadow governments one came out, and there was a moment where I saw you in the quantum, just like hyper processing the reality of what was about to happen. And and just the witnessing of you um transcending that fear in that moment,
Mm,
is like a favorite moment
yeah.
rather than the topic itself. Because we talk about a lot of these topics often. They come up also in a lot of other areas of my life. So I would say more like that time to
Mm,
grow in that brother and sisterhood with you, to share in ceremonial cacao, to create something that we hoped would work, right? We were like really hoping, and again, I had my let's just say concerns, curiosities rather, because you are of your nature being. And
there's that too.
after looking at your astrology chart, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to my intuition, but I'm in for a challenge. I recognize this.
Yeah, it's like gathering like a trying to bag a group of lions and put them all.
Yeah.
Like
Right. But if I did have to pick a favorite of these six topics, I would have to go with the rites of passage versus initiations. That was my favorite episode to dive into,
mm,
both with you, and also with for myself. Like in the moment that did not feel like the thing I wanted to do. It did not feel good. And like, yes, like this is the thing that I want to do right now. It's just filling me with so much joy. It was uncomfortable. And I am really proud of myself for showing up and claiming my place as a brown woman sovereign who hopes to inspire my Daisy sisters and really my sisters all around the world to invite their own free thought
Yes.
through the many phases that we go through as women and the different roles we play. So, and then that ties into the goddess episode. But I feel that would be a little trite to choose that. So I would go with the rites versus initiations.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
And I just want to piggyback what you're saying is like I love how you said like our time of connecting like that because it really did change our dynamic and our connection and our friendship and it enhanced it and as well as for me personally it was a project for me to show up to
Mhm.
and then you asked me to do your book cover for your poetry book and that's my other favorite project to work collaborate with you on.
Mhm.
And it's a beautiful cover. Your book is beautiful. And by chance, anyone, I would suggest you pick up her book on poetry. Just saying. And the cover's all right too. But
Yours badass.
but yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that because it really was sacred to me. And no matter where we were at, when we sat down and we smudged and we cleared ourselves, it was we were ready to go.
Mhm. Mhm.
And yeah, and so I love that. You share that as well.
Because of our choice every day to show up to that commitment, to be empowered and seek out support, to receive the support when we struggle individually and together. We are here today celebrating.
And where are we?
And we
Do you
are,
want to share this?
yeah, so where are we? We are, well, I'll share the date and you can share the place and locale. So we are here on the first, January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. And it is not the real New Year. We are in the deep heart of winter. January 1st was a date that was created by the Roman Empire as the date for the people to pay taxes. And in so doing, they removed the 13th month from the calendar, created the Gregorian calendar, and disrupted the natural cycles and rhythms of our being. So
Which is crazy because now I found out what am I? I'm not, I always thought I was Sagittarian, but what am I?
you're Ephesians.
Yeah,
So
bonkers.
so honoring that we have closed the cycle 9 with the completion of 2025 and that we are now in the cycle of 10, 2026, and that is why we have a 111 date today. We're going to have another one later this month on the 11th and I believe again on the 29th. So there's a lot of um, opportunities for deep alignment um, this month and especially today. And this is why we're here today. We chose to go live today on New Year's, not because it's New Year's Day and it's a new start and it's a new cycle, although it is, but to really honor the alignment of mind, heart, body that I feel within myself, that I feel between us in our collaboration, in the ways we've grown, in the ways we've come to understand more how we each operate, how to meet each other's love languages, um, and so happy New Year.
Yeah.
And we will go and truly celebrate this new year in spring with the rebirth of the sun kind of mid-March. And we have something else happening in March.
Yes. So season 2, we're gonna drop on March 5th. So we're stoked about that, and we decided that it's best for us to give ourselves actually some grace. We're giving ourselves grace because we're gonna work on some back end stuff and clean some things up. we did this. Uh, we were both in the summit 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. For we were in the Claim Your Light Yuletide Summit with Saraya and Ikaria of Seeds of Divinity.
Yeah, and I remember you were talking to somebody, and you mentioned about how important it is to declutter
Hmm. Hmm.
physically, mentally, spiritually, like all around. And I personally am adapting that for this month and working through clearing out and whatnot. And so we decided to do our podcast with that as well. And so we can get ready and
Yeah.
shift and bring a new energy into it. Because and the weird thing is, okay, so we recorded all 12 episodes last year, and we're still working on our solo ones,
Some of them, yeah.
some of them. And it's interesting because we go back and there's so much has happened when we recorded it, and then going back and recording solo part of it.
And even beyond that, like I recall our intentions to record our videos within a day or two of our duo. But often within 24 hours of us recording our duo episode, some shit would go down in one of our lives or both of our lives. And we literally just did not have the spaciousness to record. We didn't intend for season one to wrap up today. We intended season one to wrap up several weeks ago.
Yeah,
And yet
done.
we have been steadfast and sticking with it and refusing to be silenced because that's ultimately what this war, this resistance is all about. It's the 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 voice that is wanting to be expressed and the malevolence that is now dissolving and exiting our world.
Yeah, and so yeah, we've been working on figuring out how we want to do it, and we're still working on it. But we're excited, and going live is actually one of the things that is new for us to start, and I'm actually more excited about that. Well, that's not true. I'm excited to add this to it. Let me just put that. It's like putting some delicious icing on it. Delicious dessert that's already
Yeah, yeah. We realized that we needed to come back and just check in with each other after recording our solo episodes and uh, the live stuff that just domino affected from the podcasting, and we want to engage you in this conversation because we want to know what you're doing in the collective, especially as we are shifting from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. There's going to be big energy, fast movement, momentum coming in as we go into the equinox, rebirth of the sun come spring. And so we're launching season two in March. And after our three episodes drop per series, we will go live and talk about the episode and answer questions. So we'll be more engaging with the live. And because we are in a new space, so where are we now? Is the other reason we need a
yeah.
little bit of time to figure things out.
So we are now in Arizona.
Yeah.
Um, I was trying to leave Oregon for s- since September. A little before, no, it was a little bit before September, and nothing was working out, and nothing was.
September 2023.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and wait, no, less was it?
Before meeting me or after?
No, it was after meeting
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, and I was planning on trying to leave Oregon. I was done. I had a really bad breakup, and but I found nothing was working for me, and you found out why, and helped clear some curses, and and all of a sudden I was able to find a rental in Arizona. And I mean, I'll let you share your story, but so I've been here about 4 months now. 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. I'm still getting used to acclimating to the desert. So figuring out why in deep meditation I was told to come back here because last thing I thought I would be is back in Arizona, especially after my last situation in Arizona, which is why I led to Oregon in the first place to heal. Anyways, now we are in Arizona, and so we're acclimating um, to all of that and what that looks like. I'm still trying to find a job, a day job, and just making the best of it, getting used to the land, connecting to new guardians and new beings that and the ancestors of this land. And I'm really thoroughly, I've been enjoying that the most, honestly. We're in a tiny little, not so great neighborhood, but it works. It's fine.
We're exactly where we're meant to be.
Yeah. There's only 1 year lease agreement, so just ride the wave.
Yeah, a
But
good time.
but yeah, so that's I am in Arizona. Where are you?
Well, I am also obviously here in Arizona. But I had no intention of being in Arizona. I had no plans to leave Oregon this year. In fact, I had shortly after we met in 2023, I had just opened the Soul Salon Temple in Eugene. And I knew when I opened that space that it was going to be for 3 years before I moved out of the state. So I knew that I wouldn't be in Oregon long. And then, as is the nature of life and shedding and cycles, the Soul Salon collapsed completely out of my control. It was an absolutely heartbreaking summer. Back to back, three big things happened, and I I was looking at just shifting to the state I had originally intended moving to, which is New Mexico, and looking for a few months, and nothing was really clicking. And then I met a sister who lives here in Arizona and opened a possibility, and I then felt into that. And I said, okay, all right, either New Mexico or Arizona, whatever aligns with ease and grace. And then within a week, things just clicked into place, and I found myself heading to Arizona, coming to meet Timber, who had just arrived 2 weeks prior.
Boxes still everywhere.
Boxes still everywhere, cats like confused, scared, hiding in the corner. So I arrived here, and then that was the end of September.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then, long story short, Timber invited me to move in with him at the end of October. And so November was the shift and the moving and the reorienting. And that's been an experience for the both of us, because I have not I've lived in intentional community, but I haven't lived with a friend, uh someone I'm deeply like family close to, in almost a decade.
Yeah.
We're not including twin flame in the story, because that's a whole other category of
Oh,
itself.
man, and we're not talking about us being twin flames. We're talking about us both having twin flames
Yes.
that did not go well for either of us.
So that category aside, I haven't shared intimate living space in almost a decade. And so December has just been really about November, December has been about us just like calibrating into what this is for us. And so we're
Yeah.
finally, only in the last week and a half, we've been finally been able to like find a way that we're aligning together and flowing together. So breathing space and
Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't had a roommate. Well, I got divorced 7 years ago when I was 40. So like I had my wife and my son, but like as far as like friends, like that was college. So I was like, I don't want to do the math. It's too I'm like, I just turned 47, so that's like over 20 something years. I haven't lived with somebody.
mhm,
And I've been a nomad for years now, living on my own. So and it's funny because it's like the space is perfect for one single person.
yeah.
And maybe a little kid or something.
Mhm,
But like, and you and me are both very simple people.
mhm.
So it's like we have just enough shit or stuff of ours that like overlaps just a little bit. But for the most part, we're making the best of it. Or it's not what we're used to. So yeah, so we've been taking time to ease into that.
Yeah, and it's just where we've been led, where we've been guided. I was deeply shocked and surprised. I didn't know if our friendship would make it through the year, let alone being invited to cohabit.
Mhm.
And I have just been also navigating my body and adapting to this climate again, and pending social security and pending Arizona disability support and all of that that comes with it. Just like,
Which sucks, by the way.
yeah, that
It's ridiculous.
that's a whole thing. So I'm deeply grateful for your physical support that you have lent me and your grace and invitation, because it's just like this podcast. I just continue to be surprised by our unfolding.
Seriously,
Um, and it just blows my mind that we've only known each other in this timeline
in this timeline.
barely a year and a few weeks, give or take. And here we are about to go into a new cycle and season. And
Yeah. So we're excited, and it also makes it living together also makes it easy to do lives.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of benefits, lots of benefits.
Yeah. We still need some tech angels to assist us with some things.
Or like some actual like tech people, if there's anyone in our audience who would love to support us with some like
Oh,
behind the scenes techie stuff, like
that'd be amazing.
good God, like take over the Facebook social media, or like I don't know. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. You've seen how it takes 3 hours to get one single fucking post made
Which is
sometimes.
crazy. Yeah, and I walked away from social media pretty much all last year. I would post a little bit here and there, but like I mentally I couldn't. And so I'm working on getting brave and stepping into the social media world again.
Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You
It's not that I don't care being seen or heard. It's just I'm not a fan of the time it takes to do and post. Like, yeah,
well, we're
hey, we could
finding
use some we could use
we
some
need some
systems.
help, and between now and then, we are finding our rhythm, and we are so grateful to be here today. So
That being said, 2 questions.
yeah, let's do questions. Let's look at where we at with.
Does anybody have any questions?
Fiona says, I was at Summit. That's how I'm here now. Much love to you both. Yes, wonderful to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. So,
Yeah, got you. So yeah, so does anyone have any questions that you would like to ask either of us?
about whatever's
Any,
anything.
yeah, I mean, we're both so far out there
Yeah,
in the mystical spiritual realm that if one of us will probably have
yeah,
perspective
yeah.
to share.
And we're also very here. We're also deeply human.
Yes. Yeah.
As we are reminded often throughout every single day. And yeah,
Yeah.
so here we are today, right? And we are discovering this rhythm together. And today's been an interesting day. It's been raining. It rained through the night, which is a beautiful blessing here in the desert. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you fell asleep outside.
Yeah, I fell asleep last night in the back patio. We have a little couch out there. And if any of you have never smelled the rain in Arizona, it smells amazing. It
Yeah,
has its own smell
yeah,
that is just it's amazing. It
yeah.
smells so good.
Desert rain. Truly, there's nothing like it. And hmm,
Yeah. I don't see any questions coming through.
I don't see any questions. What about insights? What about heart shares? What is feeling most alive for you in this moment? Um, from what we've shared, or just within your own sovereign space?
Yeah. 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 And we're also like I'm also I do a lot of spiritual life coaching and you do a lot of coaching and mentorship.
Yes.
So we also go deep in those realms as well.
Mm. So let's go into that now. Going into 2026, yes, we have season two coming out in March. And over the next few weeks, actually, we're going to invite you to join us in our um, paralleling priorities of decluttering. And that's honestly what January is meant to be for. It's for rest and just softly preparing for the spring season. So we invite you to join us in the clearing out of your home, really taking your time to rest, reflect, and reevaluate what you want to bring into the new year. Now is not necessarily a time for setting intentions. Now is a time for reflections and a realignment,
Mhm.
especially today on this 111 portal gateway, and then later on the 11th and on the 29th this month. We have um, it's like flipping the breaker switch.
Yes, yes. And like you were teaching me today, this morning, of what would you say? Activating the door?
Yeah, blessing the
Blessing
doorways.
the
Yeah,
blessing,
blessing the
blessing
doorways
the
because
door.
doorways are portals. Like, think about doorways, right? Like when you pass through a doorway, you are literally entering the threshold. You're crossing the threshold into a different space, whether that's your kitchen, whether that's the hallway, whether that's your laundry room, whether that's the bathroom, whether that's your temple sanctuary, whether that's your kids' room. Like, it's literally doorways are portals that take you into another realm.
Mhm. It's true. So today you showed me to use pomegranates. We use pomegranate and wipe the door frame with the pomegranates.
Yeah, in the Middle East and in some of uh, in the Middle Eastern cultures, we take pomegranate seeds and crush them at the entrance of the house, and then bless the doorways to welcome in prosperity. And that is how the New Year is welcomed by the Syrian Iranian people,
Mm.
and also by some Egyptian tribes. And it is something that is close to me. My grandmother used to love pomegranates and would always um, um, put one on the top of her dresser.
Oh
Every
wow.
morning she had a practice where she would put a pomegranate seed every day on her little table, and then on the 30th day she would sweep it off. Yeah, or the 31st day, or the last day of the month, she would give it to the thing.
Really?
And so I was asking her to give me some other wisdoms when I was connecting to her in the spirit world. Thank you, Grandma. She was like, "Yeah, you can take pomegranate seeds and smear it on the doorways."
And then we blew cinnamon
And
in
then we blew cinnamon through the house to amplify the money that we are calling
in
in.
abundance.
The
Yeah,
abundance. I'm
we
just gonna
need to
call it
pay
money.
rent and groceries.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it money because we are so abundant in so many forms. And um, I channeled earlier this afternoon a 111 alignment that will eventually show up on YouTube because we are working with
Well,
the
that's the other thing. Yeah, where we live. So when I went to go get Wi-Fi service, they looked it up, and out of 2 out of 3 bars is all we can get. So we don't get really great Wi-Fi, and there's literally no option to enhance it.
yeah,
And so we've been joking about how like we just need to just go to the coffee shop with that probably has better Wi-Fi.
and spend 3 hours there, or it'll take us 3 years.
or 3 years. Either way.
So that alignment transmission will be coming in to further assist you with recalibrating it back into your highest timeline. And if you are interested in further deepening support, Lady Anika with Seeds of Divinity and I are co hosting a 22-day mastermind health and wealth challenge. If you are catching this live or within 48 hours, you still have the ability to join us, and the sign up link will be in the description box of this video. And then we have some things we're working on, and I have some of my own things I'm working on, and more on that will be coming soon. But all the links to connect with me in the description box below. That's the only thing I want to highlight that I'm co-hosting right now. Yes, I am available for sessions online and in person here in our home. And again, check out my website, reach out to me directly. I'm here in service with you. And I'm deeply grateful to have a space where I can be of service again and to be in a space within myself to be of service again because I was fuckered up for a few months. I remember arriving at Utah on December 29th and literally stepping out of the sprinter van and just feeling like my life force was returning. It felt like that scene from The Matrix where right after Neo gets the plug removed and he like
Unplugged.
breathes in. Yeah, he gets the plug removed and he breathes in. It felt like I was that breath in and I could literally see my life force like coming back to me. And that hook that had been removed was whatever was in Eugene. I mean, it was a spiritual battle for me to leave Eugene. It took 3 years to complete the cord cuttings that allowed me to be released. But I was in the Pacific Northwest for 10 years, honoring a soul contract. Um, and so, poof, da ma, yeah, just gratitude, so much gratitude.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So without further ado, stay tuned for more of what is coming up for me on my website and on my Substack. Links in the comment. What about you? What do you got coming up? What are you offering? Where are you headed to next? Where can the audience find you?
Well, most of that is still a big question mark.
And that's okay. And this is exactly the point right now. Everybody thinks January 1st, we need to have all our intentions, goals, priorities done, checkbooks balanced, bills paid. Well, yes, some of the bills do need to be paid today. Um, but really, this is a time and to breathe out. So the fact that I'm recalibrating, the fact that you're not sure, is in fact the perfect answer for the season of winter that we're in.
Yes, yes. But you can find me. I am on YouTube. I'm just Timber Petro.
Yeah.
Facebook, Timber Petro. My Instagram is Timberland 1978, and that's all I have at this moment. Um, I am working on, but I have some side projects I'm sitting with because I really do want to get back into working with my brothers
Mm,
in the men's work,
needed it.
and I'm feeling called to at some point create my own men's group. I've been blessed with sitting with Sacred Sons, and I've been blessed with my brother Riverstone. Has really changed everything for me and how he runs a men's group. And that was in Eugene. It's called Wolfpack. By chance, if you get a chance on social media, his it's under Wolfpack on Instagram. And if you want to support, highly I suggest it, please. We need to support we need to support our brothers and our men, as well as our sisters, that are doing the hard work and showing up and sharing their souls in sacred places where we're heard, we're seen, we're felt. So that's huge for me because it's powerful and it's needed. And if any of you know, I'm big on the phrase "we're stronger shoulder to shoulder than we are against each other." So I'm trying to figure out. I'm not trying. Working on getting rid of trying out of my vocabulary. I am working towards trying to take hawk perspective to see the big picture of what that would look like and how to go about it in a way that's
And yet the seed is to be in leadership of that. And that is enough for this moment of the winter season that we are finding ourselves in. And as the decluttering happens for you, then the spaciousness will come through for that. And if anyone is interested in the replay of those talks in the summit, they are available through me. So reach out because Timber's talk was also deeply powerful on his perspective of shadow alchemy and something I would encourage.
thank you.
Yeah, but the brotherhood work, yes, be bow to that because needed.
And sisters.
Yeah.
And my sisters. I'm working on
I will be
Speak of
reopening for women's circles again. I
returning.
haven't, yes, exactly. I haven't led women's circles in a few months since the Soul Salon collapse, and that's been very challenging for me because I'm deeply nourished by my circle of women. Thankfully, I have my online circles and sits that I'm in. Um, but I give thanks to my teachers of at the Awakening Women's Institute and Rewilding for Women that have taught me so much and have blessed me to carry forward their teachings as a facilitator. And so I will be looking forward to hosting women's circles again soon, especially with
Yeah, because we talked
you.
about working on combining
Mhm.
because that's medicine too. That's much needed.
Yeah, so we've been feeling, or Timber's been feeling the stirrings of something, and continues to deliciously surprise me with collaborative invitations and other kinds of invitations. And it has been such a gift to receive the trust and to receive your trust and just your vulnerability and your rawness and your willingness to keep showing up and do hard things.
You too. It's who we are.
Yeah. And here we are. We are going to continue doing hard things with ease and grace.
Ease and grace. Well, thank you, everybody. So again, much love and gratitude, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes. Thank you again for being here. We are the hosts of He Vibes, She Dives. I'm Lady Drasmin.
I am Timber Petro.
And it has been such an honor to spend an hour of our evening with you. We look forward to hearing your comments, your insights, your questions, your curiosities. You have about 2 months, give or take, to get caught up on season one. If you haven't already, all episodes are on YouTube on our individual pages.
Yes.
So give us a follow, give us a shout out, share us on your pages. Feel free to tag us. You know, let's make truth go viral because it is in breaking out of our own boxes, allowing ourselves to be seen, so allowing ourselves to be surprised with the gifts of trust that we truly reclaim the temple of earth.
Mm, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That being said, gratitude.
Bye, y'all. You want to end on you? Mm-hmm. Are we all clear?
I'm off.
You're offline? Okay, let me see. What am I doing here? How do I get out of here?